there, this is Glenn Gross. I've got another quick little trumpet lesson for you. Well, anyway, I've been thinking a lot lately about the Overtone series, and it's something I like to teach my students. And so I thought it would be fun to talk about this a little bit in a video for you guys. So let me know what you think about this. Normally when you practice trumpet, we play our scales a lot, like, which is the C scale, of course, on the trumpet. And then we will tend to play something called parallel thirds, which is like you take the scale and you go 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 6, and so on. I'm sorry, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, and so on. Etc. And that's a really good thing to practice, and you can play it on all your different scales. But how many of us have tried that same strategy, which I call a staircase motive, because you're going up and then back down again, to the Overtone series? So if we hit our lowest note on the trumpet using all three valves, it's a low E concert. And it's really the second partial, because the fundamental's an octave below that. But what we're going to do now, if we were to slur up from that, from the second to the third partial, we get a perfect fifth. And the perfect fifth, of course, is useful to practice, and we could be practicing like this. But instead, we're going to skip one overtone, just like we would in the case of parallel thirds. We're going to go to the next overtone, which is the fourth partial, which gives us an octave. And then we're going to go down and pick up the fifth afterwards. Now the next partial above that is the third. And we're going to keep doing this all the way up until the exercise sounds like this. Alright, so now for a little twist, what I'm going to do is when I get to the seventh harmonic, which is this note here, it's a kind of like a wide major third, wide major second below the fundamental, 31 cents flatter than the way it would be tuned normally on the piano. We're going to then lift up on the valves and change the fingering so that we're going up by half steps to produce this exercise. It gets really interesting. Normally that seventh harmonic, if it were part of a chord, say, suppose it's the seventh of a classical theory in the common practice period, and also jazz theory, we learn that that seventh is supposed to go down a half step to become the third of the major chord in the case of a 5-1 progression. Now, if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. You're going to be able to hear it just fine. What we're going to do is slur up to that seventh harmonic, which in this case is going to be the open B flat or A flat concert, and then we're going to descend chromatically using the valves, and we're going to get the natural resolution from seventh to third every time we hit the seventh harmonic. And I like the way this one sounds. See what you think. So that's just a little quick exercise you can do. It works as a kind of an advanced warm-up. and it also tunes your ear up at the same time because it trains your tongue to go to the right height to hit the 7th harmonic on all the intervals. So I'm going to play the whole thing for you now. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little mini trumpet lesson, and I hope to have more instructional videos coming for you in the future. So if you like what you see, please share it, and please feel free to comment underneath this video, and hopefully I'll come up with more interesting topics to present to you in the future. Shalom, and have a blessed day. Bye for now.